Napier is set to receive up to 350 new homes, thanks to the Ahuriri Hapu Claims Settlement Bill, expected to be made law by Parliament this year. Work is planned to begin next year on the Green Meadows site. But Wharerangi Road is just one of many developments to benefit the 7 hapu of Treaty of Waitangi's post-settlement governance entity, Manu Ahuriri Trust. First cab off the rank is on Napier's Munro Street.
65 Munro Street, where the old train station is. Everybody used to stop there and go. We will have Briscoes and Rebel Sports on that site. There's several properties down Trebinson Road Drive that we're looking to develop all those sites as commercially. Currently we have a container park there on 50 Mersey Street, which is there as a temporary measure. It will be shifted eventually. All of that Trebinson Drive site is up for development.
Wilson says Mainfreight, Bunnings and New World have expressed interest in Trebinson Drive. And on top of Napier Hill, which will revert to its previous name of Mataruaho under the settlement, there are 2 building sites. They look down on the greatest single parcel of land the Trust will gain, surrounding Hawke's Bay Airport.
There is a Landcourt farm, which is 1,330 hectares. And on Onehunga Road there's a site that backs into Bayview, which we set aside for housing. There are several opportunities on the Landcourt farm because of its size, and we also want to operate that on a organic basis, the farm itself, so we'll add to that as we go.
Wilson says the Trust will likely pick up the Crown's 50% share in Hawke's Bay Airport, which is itself developing a business park. A property to be acquired under cultural redress, part of the former Parside Pakake in Ahuriri, will be developed. The post-claim settlement developments will be through Mana Ahuriri Holdings Limited, a joint venture between the Trust and a company owned by developer Warren Ladbroke. Wilson and Ladbroke are directors.
It's massive in terms of Hawke's Bay and where Hawke's Bay is heading as a province, as a region, not just Napier, not just Ahuriri. So it's a huge opportunity to help expand the region and where it's heading, and working in conjunction with the Trust, with Council, with the Crown and all the other various stakeholders. You know, we're talking significant change, but for the better. More variety, more choice, more offerings, more employment, hundreds of jobs.
Ladbroke says there is a clear need for large-scale development.
Napier in particular is very land constrained for residential housing, for industrial land. A number of operators here need to expand, want to expand, the port needs to expand, the airport want to expand, so it's all the parties that tie in with that. And we've all seen the successes of our horticulture and agriculture based businesses, so it's tying in with all of those. Most of these sites are very obvious as you drive around, and 35, 40 years ago when the Waitangi Tribunal settlement process started, they weren't quite so obvious, but now they are.
So how many millions investment are we talking?
I think if I told you the number, it'd sound silly. But you know, when Wharerangi Road, for example, is a residential opportunity for between 250 and 350 homes, your average house costs 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 plus to build, and these days even more. So do the maths, that alone is significant. That's not to say that we'll do all of it, but we'll be creating that opportunity for others, for families, for trust members, for the general public of Hawke's Bay.
Would it be fair to say there wouldn't be a building site in New Zealand today that's not experiencing shortages post-COVID?
Absolutely.
Is it realistic to start on a huge big program of building now?
Look, we have worked with local contractors and builders and kept them in the loop in terms of where we're heading, and we establish relationships and we build on them and we work together, and a lot of it's about relationships. So there'll be opportunity for new people to come to Hawke's Bay, and obviously we want to upskill some of the local population as well as part of that, because there's enough for everyone.
Under the settlement, the Trust will receive commercial redress of $19.5 million and the right to purchase a number of Crown properties.
We've identified 10 as a starting point, and then a further 10, and we'll keep on going from there.
The Trust is still negotiating the final settlement. Its treaty claim has not gone smoothly, with a tangled web of mandate and accountability issues. The Waitangi Tribunal recommended the settlement not be passed in Parliament until there is a new election for Mana Ahuriri trustees. Voting closes on August the 9th, after which it is expected the third and final reading of the bill in Parliament will be a priority. Patrick O'Sullivan, Local Focus.